Okay, once again we're in the Mescalito Studios, is that right, John?
Yeah, that is right.
Mescalito Studios in Austin, Texas. And we're working on some tracks for a wonderful short film that Reid was involved in. This is Reid Nelson, by the way, people. Hi, Reid. A wonderful film that he made with his friend. What's your friend's name?
Steve Mims.
Steve Mims was
really
the writer
genius,
and director. And
genius behind it.
And I would say that you were a producer, as among many other things too.
Actor,
Reid is also
producer.
the main actor, one of the two main characters in the movie.
Story.
And it's a wonderful film.
Thank you.
10 or 11 minutes long, great little short film. And he was kind enough to include us being the TheMiracleWaters, this band I play in, with John Bush over here. Hi, John. Say hi.
Greetings.
And Chris Mosley, who's not here. It's the Christmas season.
And may I say,
Yeah, please do.
what a great job you guys did on this.
Well, it was a great honor. It's a wonderful film, and we're happy to be included. However we wind up being included, we're looking forward to finding it out for ourselves. But anyway, we're over here working on tracks, and we did some bass pads tonight, and we made some sounds with this little tiny little marimba here. And it's actually, by the way, not at all a marimba. But it has tines and tape on it. What is it, a glockenklang?
A glockenspiel.
A glockenspiel, of course.
Speaks like a Glock.
So Reid, tell us a little bit about this movie.
Well, it's about a controversial speaker figure who comes to speak at a university conference, and he's picked up at the airport by his student chaperone, and some unexpected events occur, and her mission to get him to the conference to speak in the most uneventful way possible. Those plans are thwarted by some events that occur, and the way she has to resolve the problem is puts him face to face with some people who may hold opposite views of his, shall we say. Don't want to spoil it. But
No, of course. And it's
speak in the most general terms possible.
I've seen it more than a few times myself now, and I must say that it's a powerful and disturbing piece in a kind of a quiet way. I think it's not giving away too much to say that. And if it is, why, I'll just edit that part out of this film. I'm totally at the service of the filmmakers. But anyway, I wanted to shoot this because it was made by my friend Reid, who does a marvelous job of acting in an extremely well-directed, photographed, and written movie. And his co-star is very lovely actress. What's her name?
Alex Gehring, and she plays bass for Ringo Death Star.
Is that right?
Yes.
Y'all have a nice. I don't know if chemistry is the right word to describe it, but what you achieve is a certain kind of chemistry. The kind of chemistry that involves repelling rather than attracting molecules, but nonetheless, that's chemistry, isn't it?
Repulsive chemistry,
But she does a great job, as do you, in a really affecting
does.
film, and I really enjoy watching it. And now John's seen it a few times too, and it is, isn't it,
It's really
John?
amazing.
It's
Very
really
powerful film, well shot and well acted, like you say, and it's really great. It's great to get to be a part of it.
Yeah. And well musiced too, I think.
Well, let me say a few words about the music.
Please do.
Because you're too modest, John. You came up with some grand ideas here to have Chris use his microtonal guitar.
Right, that's right.
To obtain some guitar pads that have some layering and some wonderful overtones, and create a very eerie and somewhat ominous effect, which is exactly what we're looking for. And it works well. What you came up with works very well for the film.
I'm lucky to be in the presence of such great musicians. One of the sounds in the movie was conceptualized as a Zosk sound, and that's what I was calling it, to everyone's confused bemusement or confusement, if I may be so bold, on Frank Zappa's birthday. The confusement was utter. But in fact, once we started trying to actually make a Zosk sound, we realized in fact that is maybe the only word for it. And John made the most amazing sounding sounds, and we're in his studio here. This is the fabulous enclave that we like to call Mescalito Studios in Austin, Texas. And it's a great studio, and he gets, of all the studios that I've been in, and I've been in many studios, he gets the best bass sound that I've ever had anybody get for me, and that's for real. I mean,
and is that important to you, John?
Oddly enough, oddly enough.
Good snacks too.
Yeah. Oh, and that's right. John always provides the healthiest fare for his musicians because he cares for their well-being. And those, if you see in a pan, if you see a jar of goldfish, those actually aren't goldfish. There they are. Those are actually whole wheat yellow balls, and they're good for you.
That's part of the yellow.
So what's next for this film, Reid?
Well, we were over here our first session, and kudos goes out to both John and is it Carlos? Carlos Mendoza, who so we could make some festival deadlines. We were all up till 4 a.m. the last time we were here.
I went home early that night, as I recall.
I managed to avoid that
I made up some cockamamie excuse about my goldfish dying, I think, or something.
Right, but so we're entering it in a number of festivals, the shorts competitions, and we'll see what happens.
Excellent.
Now wait to see if we get accepted at those, and we're over here tonight because if we do get accepted, we're going to have to substitute a lot of the soundtrack.
Well, good luck, and I hope that we somehow were able to make this marvelous film, enhance it in some way. It was a real privilege. And on behalf of John Bush and Chris Mosley, who's away for Christmas, and myself, John Jordan, and Reid Nelson here, and his comrades on the making of the film, I bid you all happy holidays and good night.
Yay, Merry